Hello Korean Tapes fans and Korean Tapes collectors alike, and welcome once again to a new video. Today is something very special that I'm gonna do. Well, first of all, I'm gonna do an unboxing, but the great thing about this unboxing is actually something that I received from a fan, from someone who's watching the channel and really enjoyed my videos, and I really thank you. Long story short, these tapes are from someone who's actually a friend of someone who's watching the channel, and that person has like an amazing collection apparently of over 4,000 tapes. That's more than what I have. Not that I have many, but it's quite a lot. And apparently what he wants to do is, him and the person who's watching the channel, they do want to digitize their tapes, so they have a digital copy of the tape on a hard drive instead of having like a huge collection of tapes, which I totally respect that choice. I went down that route before as well. When I sold all my DVDs, I'm like, wait, I'm gonna get copies instead. It's much more it's much better for space issues and stuff. So anyway, I want to thank the person. I sadly do not know the name, so I'm very sorry if you're watching this video. I hope you will recognize yourself. The person is from Pohang. Pohang is on the east side of Korea. So if you, let's say you live in Seoul, that's perhaps, oh my God, it's quite a long run to get there. I would say like maybe 3 hours by car, if not more. So it's not very close from Seoul, from where I live. So let's get down to it and let's find out what's inside that box. I've been told that for the movie genres, there might be some kung fu and maybe some horror. I don't know what else. Maybe they're action films, maybe comedies. I have no idea. But nevertheless, it's really cool to get like a box like this. I mean, I didn't expect that at all. So let's dive into this. Ooh, I see some great titles right away. And the tapes, whoops, moving the tripod right here. The great thing is the tapes look like in really good condition, and trying to position the box. All right, so that's centered. Okay. Okay, this one doesn't have a casing. It's a Hong Kong film. I can't remember what it was, but I've seen like oh, this is busted. It doesn't matter, by the way. These things here, I can always replace the casing. I have like sometimes some spare ones, and I just unscrew them and can change it, although you have to peel the sticker to put it back. It's no big deal, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. Okay, I'm so bad with kung fu stuff. I mean, with the titles, especially because Korean titles, pretty much like, you know, English releases, is that they change the titles, so from the Chinese original title and so on, and what we're used to with the English title don't match the English titles on those tapes, so that makes it like an extra thing to look for. But this one is so cool. It says Kung Fu of Drunk Shrimp. I mean, you can get like weirder than that. The cover itself is so nice. Yeah, here you go. And that's Ajin label. It's one of the old school labels that were there around back in the mid 80s up until the early 90s, I presume. Let's see, this one is from 1987, so that's no recent tape. I mean, it's over 30 years old. Tape seems fine, a bit of mold, but as you know, I mean, it's a present, so I'm not gonna complain about this. And as you know, I can clean them, so it's no big deal. Okay, Kung Fu Shrimp. Another one here, gorgeous cover. I don't know what it is, but it's again another old school Kung Fu. Here you go. This one I've seen it in the past. Like, again, I keep forgetting. I'm just showing you the tapes because I didn't do any research, because I didn't open the box before, so I don't know what's in this box. I'm just showing you the tapes, all right? So maybe most of you who are into Kung Fu, you know those movies. So maybe you can comment down below and tell me like, oh, this one, the third tape was actually this title and so on. So that would be cool to identify them. Otherwise, I'll ask the person who followed the group and ask him what the movies are. Another one, Samwon, that was also like a very old label. And what's cool with the old releases of Samwon is they have the engraved Samwon logo name at the bottom in the plastic right here. So that's really nice. It's like really vintage. Okay, Unbeaten 28. Yeah, that looks weird. It's fun. Those Kung Fu films are really fun, you know, like I'm saying Taiwanese, I may be wrong, but you know, like especially Taiwanese Kung Fu, they always go overboard with like special effects and like weird stuff, which is what I like. So that's great. Another one right here, looks in really good shape. Tape is clean. Let's just check the tape for fun. Oh yeah, that's great shape. Right here. Oh my god, there's like a big series in there. Oh, snaps. 1, 2, 3, it looks like it goes up to 12. So we got like part 1 here, and then 5, 6, 7, there's 12. Okay, let's pop this up. Oh yeah, I know this series. I've seen it before online. Someone was selling this. I mean, but he only had 1 tape. And by that, I'm guessing this is the whole set. So wow, this is like gorgeous. I know this is like Taiwanese, and the Taiwanese TV series, a couple of them were released in Korea, and some have like, I mean, they're really cool. Great like special effects and stuff. I mean, maybe they have like some screen caps at the back. I hope the camera can focus properly. Wait, let's try to focus. Where's the button? Here. I don't know if it focuses properly. Anyhow, yeah, it's a fantasy type of series, this one, and it looks like it's the complete set. So I'm really happy about this. I mean, I'm not into TV series, to be honest, but when I do find things like that, that is like wow, it's really cool. Okay, I'll just take it out of the box. So the whole set. Wow, so many tapes. Jeez, this is Christmas before Christmas, you know. Oh, this is cool. This is a horror film. They made a remake of this film like not too long ago, but it was terrible. But so you should stick with the old one. This is the original release of the film. Here you go. And I think I do have it, but my copy was a bit crappy. I kept it just for fun, but yeah, there you go. I have it right here because I got my Korean horror shelf right next to me, so it was easy to pull out. Yeah, actually very good horror film. I'll put this one aside. Let's continue. What is this? I don't know, but it looks like another Kung Fu, flying Kung Fu, action, swordplay, wuxian, whatever they call it. That's great. I mean, again, it's another old release from the late 80s, so that's always good to have. Next one, we have another General Stone. Wow, another Ajin release. Another old school Kung Fu right there. Next, oh, horror film. This one is, I think, a Taiwanese, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a Taiwanese film called The Chinese Whimsy. I had that like a long time ago, although I sold it. Yeah, I had it only once. It's fairly rare. And the image on the cover right there is from like a Korean film called the 1,000 year wolf, or the 1,000 year fox, which was like an early 80s horror film, Korean horror film. So they used that to put on the cover of this film here. But that is a really cool tape. I'm really happy about this one. Okay, next one. What is this? The Young Moon Legend. Young Moon Legend. Again, I'm sorry. This is like the only, not the only, but one of the genres in which I lack some knowledge is the Kung Fu stuff, and also mainly because they make like so many of them, so it's really hard to keep track of what is what. And again, with the releases, because here is Korea, so they rename some of the movies, they put like different pictures on the cover, so they're kind of hard sometimes to identify. And you may have like a treasure and you're like, oh, I know this movie, oh, it's crap, and then you look at it and it's absolutely not the movie that is advertised on the cover, and happens to be something really rare. So have to really check what you have. Next one, oh, Gordon Liu. That's fun. Yeah, that was a rare tape back then. Kung Fu, it says Kung Fu Master. I'm sure it's not the right title once again, but yeah, this is and such a gorgeous cover. Okay, 2 tapes left already. Wow. Okay, this one, another old school, maybe Kung Fu, probably Kung Fu or a swordplay film from the label Saekyeong. Saekyeong was also another label from the late 80s. Very famous label. They released like a whole bunch of films. Lots of Kung Fu again. So that's great. And finally, the last one. Another swordplay film, or from what it looks like. Everlasting Chivalry. I'm sure that's not the right title, but maybe. Looks good, looks gorgeous, like the cinematography, if this is an actual screenshot from the movie. Again, I'm sorry for my lack of knowledge. I'm sure some of you maybe know all the movies I showed you, all the Kung Fu. It's all obvious, but it's not really for me. Sorry. But anyhow, I'm so happy to get this batch of film. It's such a great present. I mean, especially because I wasn't expecting that at all. And well, again, if the person can recognize himself, I'm really thankful, and I'll be looking out to these films, especially like the TV series. I'm curious about that Taiwanese TV series. I'm definitely gonna take a look at this. This is really good. So those are going into the collection. So thanks again for watching. I hope this was interesting and really fun to watch, and see you again very soon. Have a good week.